On behalf of expertvillage.com, my name is Stan, and I'm here to talk about community theater. With the structure of your community theater board, you need to think about getting things done that you need to get done. The board members should all be productive. They should all be adding something to the organization. Sometimes you appoint board members because they're very well connected in the community. They have access to all sorts of resources that will help the theater. Sometimes you put them on the board because they know a lot about theater and they've been very involved in theater. That's how I got on the board here. And sometimes you put them on the board because they're very good at managing and they've got special skills or disciplines that the board really needs, accounting perhaps, or law or something like that. So you want a variety of people on your board, all of whom are adding something. And then you want to have a committee structure because there's a lot of work to do in a community theater. You want to have a committee, for example, looking at the plays that are going to be selected for the next season, reviewing lots of scripts and making recommendations to the board about what plays to have. You want to have a committee involved with nothing but fundraising because you need to keep that coordinated. In our case, for example, now we're going to be raising money to renovate this theater building that's been given to us. But at the same time, we're going to be raising money for the underwriting of our productions. We don't want to have different people approaching the same business or the same individual for money 2 or 3 times during the year for different purposes. That all has to be coordinated so that people don't get tired of being approached. And you'll need to have committees for things like developing a strategic plan. And once your theater is running, it's very important at each stage of the game, at each major milestone that you've set for yourself as an accomplishment like getting a building or getting a place to perform that's reliable, you want to work on a strategic plan. This is our strategic plan, and you get it all on one page if you can. It means you have to boil it down, make it very concise. But basically, this is the guidance document that tells you what are we trying to accomplish in the next year. What are our major long-term objectives? That's this column. What are our near-term goals? What are our strategies for achieving these goals? We're going to appoint this committee. We're going to apply for membership in this organization and so on. And then the last column, very important, the measures. How are we going to measure our progress? For example, show attendance of 1,000 people by the fall of 2007 is one of our measures. Season ticket sales of 250. Certain key people in place, cash flow, being on budget, all that sort of thing. And we have goals for the audience development, for building our audience, for the staff, for financial goals, our facilities, expanding our programs, and training and professionalism. So these are the major areas we want to emphasize. At the top of the whole thing is a mission statement that tells your organization and others what your organization is really trying to accomplish in the community.